Hello, Immortal Mr. Nation of YouTube and Twitch. Today we're playing Dragon Age Origins. I had a playthrough of this game. I played this game actually before. I made it up to part 6, but unfortunately the cloud save got corrupted. So I had to basically restart the game all over again. And plus I also deleted the old playthroughs from my Twitch channel. I could have probably kept them up, but I didn't want to kept them up there and made it to where I was before, but I didn't want to do that. Decided to just do a fresh, clean start. Don't know why my cloud save for this game got corrupted, but it is what it is. Nothing I can do about that. Believe me, I was pissed after I cooled down for a minute. I realized it was no big deal. I get to play the game that I would love and have beaten multiple times. So, yeah. Let's get started.
The Chantry teaches us that it is the hubris of men which brought the Darkspawn into our world. The mages had sought to usurp heaven, but instead they destroyed it. They were cast out, twisted and cursed by their own corruption. They returned as monsters, the first of the Darkspawn. They became a blight upon the lands, unstoppable and relentless. The Dwarven kingdoms were the first to fall, and from the deep roads, the Darkspawn drove at us again and again, until finally we neared annihilation.
So, yeah, unfortunately, I played through this game. Change of plans again.
Until the Grey Wardens came. Men and women from every race, warriors and mages, barbarians and kings. The Grey Wardens sacrificed everything to stem the tide of darkness and prevail. It has been 4 centuries since that victory, and we have kept our vigil. We have watched and waited for the Darkspawn to return. But those who once called us heroes have forgotten. We are few now, and our warnings have been ignored for too long.
but I'm gonna let it play.
It may even be too late. For I have seen with my own eyes what lies on the horizon. Maker, help us all.
I'll be right back. I gotta do something real quick. Every time I start streaming, someone needs me. I'll be right back. 4 or 5 minutes tops. Okay, guys, sorry, sorry I'm back. Family shit, you know how it is. I was just gonna like turn off the stream and restart it, but I changed my mind. So we're gonna do female. We're gonna make her. We're not gonna do rogue. I might play this through a second time with a male character. So we're gonna, I mean mage. We're not gonna do mage. We're gonna do warrior. Fortunately, noble is the only thing we can do. The only one that is different is if you pick the mage, because you start at the circle.
Greetings.
There we go. I don't normally take too long on these character customizations, so this might be over with really quick. How's my cat doing? Hold up. Okay, sorry, my cat was like being weird. Had to let her out the room. We're gonna just keep this simple. You were just gonna keep that simple. Hair. Oh, this is the hairstyle I'll always pick, so we're gonna go with this. Hair color, let's see. Might have to change the face up a little bit because there are quite a few characters that look exactly like this model. We're gonna show love to the red-headed women. Okay, the eyebrows seem to help. Let's see. Now we're gonna keep it the same. Eyes. That we're not gonna change. We're not gonna change like anything like at all here. So let's see.
Greetings. Greetings. Charmed.
Greetings.
Charmed.
Greetings. This isn't working. Need something else.
We'll
Charmed.
go sultry. Yeah, I know. Sorry, my female characters are a bit on the generic side. You know what? I'm gonna give her that type of tone. Okay, let's see. One of these are to make is to make the dialogue choices easier. Forgot which one though. Willpower. I have beaten this game like quite a few times. Fuck it. We're gonna be locked out of some choices, like talking to Logain, but because since I can't remember any of that. Okay, let's see. We're just gonna pick anything here. Warrior, perfect blow. Let's see. And Yeah, I know. I'm playing on the difficulty that's meant for babies, but we're just gonna do it like that.
For
'Cause,
generations,
I'm not
your
looking for a
family, the
challenge.
Kuzlans, has stewarded the lands of Highever, earning the loyalty of your people
I
with
even got this on the
justice
Steam
and
Deck.
temperance. When your country was occupied by the Orlesian Empire, your father and grandfather served the embattled
not-
kings of your
It's
land.
unsupported on the Steam Deck.
Today,
So
your
use
elder
the,
brother takes up
PC
House
controls.
Kuzlan's banner in service to the crown. Not against the men of Orlais, but against the bestial
Steam Deck, so,
darkspawn
yeah, there's
rising in the south.
I trust then that your troops will be here shortly.
I expect they will start arriving tonight, and we can march tomorrow. I apologize for the delay, my lord. This is entirely my fault.
No. The appearance of the Darkspawn in the south has us all scrambling, doesn't it? I only received the call from the king a few days ago myself. I'll send my eldest off with my men. You and I will ride tomorrow just like the old days.
True, but we both had less grey in our hair then.
I
And we
have
fought
2 and
Orlesians, not
Inquisition.
monsters.
There's a playthrough of Inquisition on my YouTube
At
channel.
least the smell will be the same. I'm sorry, Pop, I didn't see you there. How? You remember my daughter?
As
I see she's become a lovely young woman. Pleased to see you again, my dear.
hold up. As I was saying earlier, I had a playthrough of this on my YouTube channel for about 7 parts, but unfortunately for some reason my cloud save got corrupted, so I had to restart the whole thing all over again. And after that I was like, fuck it, there's no way I'm playing through this game when I planned this game out for today, so I'm just gonna delete it from my YouTube channel and start all over again. The previous parts from my YouTube channel, just start all over again. Because I did promise.
Oh no, I left them in Amaranthine, well away
I
from
would
the
play
fighting
this.
in the south.
And
They do
Inquisition, but we're
send
gonna
their
have a
best wishes.
slight change in plan.
My son Thomas asked
Inquisition some
after
other
you.
time.
Perhaps I
This
should bring him
game,
with me next
We're gonna
time.
do 2 hours of it.
Good. My son's rather fascinated with stories of your prowess as a warrior. I dare say he'd like to test it firsthand.
At any rate, Pop, I summoned you for a reason. While your brother and I are both away, I'm leaving you in charge of the castle. Now, that's what I'd like to hear. Only a token force is remaining here, and you must keep peace in the region. You know what they say about mice when the cat is away, yes? There's also someone you must meet. Please, show Duncan in.
It is an honor to be a guest within your hall, Tyrn Kuzland.
I should
Your
probably
lordship,
check to see if the
you
audio
didn't
is
mention
okay.
that a Grey Warden would be present.
Duncan arrived just recently, unannounced. Is there a problem?
Okay, the
Of
first
course
time I
not.
played this game, I had an internet connection
But a
problem,
guest
so
of
the
this
audio just came
stature
out.
demands certain
weird.
protocol. I am at a disadvantage.
We rarely have the
I
pleasure
don't
of
have the
seeing one
DLC
in
for this
person.
game.
That's
You can
true.
buy the DLC.
Pup, Brother Aldous taught you who the Grey Wardens are, I hope.
I mean, I'm not complaining about replaying this game from the start anyway. I love this game. Even though it sounded like I was playing.
They are the heroes of legend, who ended the Blights and saved us all. Duncan is looking for recruits before joining us and his fellow wardens in the south. I believe he's got his eye on Sir Gilmore.
If I might be so bold, I would suggest that your daughter is also an excellent candidate.
Honor though that might be, this is my daughter we're talking about.
You did just finish saying that Grey Wardens are heroes, old friend.
I've not so many children that I'll gladly see them all off to battle. Unless you intend to invoke the right of conscription.
Have no fear. While we need as many good recruits as we can find, I've no intention of forcing the issue.
Pup, can you ensure that Duncan's requests are seen to while I'm gone?
I was gonna do a British accent, but I was like, yeah, nah, I can't do that. What I could do... If you're watching this on YouTube, let me know if you'd like me to do it this way. I'll play this game through twice, but I'll do it not back to back, but the day after, like the following day. I'll play with the female character for one day, and then do 2 hours of the female character, as I said before, and then I'll make a male character who's a mage, and then play it with him.
In the meantime, find Fergus and tell him to lead the troops to Ostagar ahead of me.
This game also had this black void thing on the neck that I kind of hate. It's very distracting.
We must discuss the battle plans in the south. Be a good lass and do as I've asked. We'll talk soon.
What we're gonna have, but we have like a whole bunch of side content to do, so we're gonna do that. I think it might have something to do with my because I play this game on another profile, so it might have something to do with that.
Yes? We fought together under King Maric when he drove the Orlesians out of Ferelden. Heady times. The years since have not held the same promise. It's not something a youth would understand. It will be good to ride beside your father again. Your father hasn't spoken of our time with him? That man took care of his friends. As they say, he was large as life and twice as tall. It's too bad Cailan isn't half that. The topic has come up from time to time. The young and their infatuations. I'm sure that was years ago. People change. To be honest, I have no expectations. And your father seems determined to let you find your own way. If something did happen, well, we'd address it as befits a family of our stature.
It also doesn't help that this dude sounds like he's voiced by Tim Curry, but I know that's not the case. Great, I'm curious. Now I gotta look it up.
I'm sure there will be much to discuss once I return.
Otherwise, that's gonna be this is gonna be bothering me this whole day, this whole stream. What? Nope, I don't think it's him. Oh wait, now we're on the television side. Hold up. Okay, it is him. Okay. I thought I was wrong this whole time.
Poor weather, I believe. Their progress has been slow, but it's nothing you need worry about.
So anyway, when I found out the cloud save was corrupted for this game, I was fuming, dudes.
In a manner of speaking, if I had reinforced our border levies earlier, my troops could have left before the rains. I confess, my confidence in your father allowed me some complacency. I guess that makes it as much his fault.
As far as I can remember, the dark void around the neck wasn't a PlayStation thing. fact, the PlayStation had a version of this game with a DLC on it.
I thank you. That is quite unnecessary.
Okay, I was 100%
I'm
right
sorry,
about
but
having
I believe
voice
your
by Tim
father
Curry.
wishes to talk to the Arl and myself alone. Very well. I doubt your father would mind a slight delay. Indeed. We spotted a horde assembling in the Korkari Wilds not 3 weeks ago. Luckily, King Kaelan took us at our word and marshaled Ferelden's forces quickly. The first battles have already been fought. Your father and I must move quickly. Thousands, perhaps 10,000 or more in this horde. Normally the Darkspawn stay in the deep roads. It bodes ill that so many risk the surface. Well, I understand the first battles have gone easily.
Indeed. Are the Grey Wardens sure this is a blight and not simply some large Darkspawn raid?
No archdemon has been sighted yet, my lord. But with my entire soul, I believe this is a blight.
I wish we shared your faith. I suppose we shall see for ourselves once we arrive at the King's camp.
Of course. You are young and very skilled, also, I hear. Many of the finest Grey Wardens have been women. The Grey Wardens do not recruit simply anybody, and I intend no flattery when I say you show promise. The old treaties allow me to conscript you even against your father's wishes, but I will not do so. Our order is too small to risk animosity with Ferelden's nobility.
I'm glad I am to hear it.
It's tempting, your lordship, but I'm content to see what other candidates your castle offers. I have only found a couple of worthy candidates in my travels across Ferelden. Your father invited me here, suggesting this Sir Gilmore. If he is not suitable, I will head south and join up with the king. Not well. King Kaelan is an eager young man who has shown great wisdom in responding to the Darkspawn threat.
I've heard he is a bit enraptured with the Grey Warden legend, and that is why he caters to your order.
How? That is unworthy of you.
He only repeats what we've all heard. Whatever the king's reasons, I'll take his support. The priority is defeating the Darkspawn before they threaten all of Ferelden.
As I said before, I played this on the Steam Deck, and
Until
that
we
Neck
speak
Void
again.
thing is in the PC port also. But we're actually gonna look around and do side shit. Let's Caillou this bitch. Explore.
Good evening, milady.
Milady. Don't know why that made me laugh as much as it did. Hold on, let me open my door for my cat. She's sitting right, I heard she's sitting right outside my door, waiting to come in. Let me open the door for her. Give me a minute. I swear to God, she's like a it's like I have a kid.
There you are. Your mother told me the Terran had summoned you, so I didn't want to interrupt. Pardon my abruptness, my lady. It's simply that I've been looking everywhere for you. I fear your hound has the kitchens in uproar once again, and is threatening to leave. No matter how the maids try to keep him out, he always finds a way in. You know these Mabari hounds. He'll listen to his mistress, but anyone else risks having an arm bitten off. That would be wise, before Nan tears down the walls. You're quite lucky to have your own Mabari warhound, you know. Smart enough not to talk, my father used to say. Of course, that means he's easily bored. Nan swears he confounds her just to amuse himself. At any rate, your mother would have me accompany you until the matter is settled, shall we? Just follow the yelling. When Nan's unhappy, she makes sure everyone knows it.
I guess we're going.
Get that bloody mutt out of the larder.
But mistress, it won't let us near.
If I can't get into that larder, I'll skin both of you useless elves. I swear it.
Calm down, good woman. We've come to help.
You and you. Your bloody mongrel keeps getting into my larder. That beast should be put down. Just get him gone. I've enough to worry about with a castle full of hungry soldiers. You two, stop standing there like idiots. Get out of the way.
When it range of freaking pores, I'll be right back again.
Oh, look at that mess. How did he even get in here? Oh, encourage the hound, why don't you? No wonder he keeps giving Nan fits. It does seem like he's trying to tell you something. Wait, did you hear that? We're going to be attacked!
So I have the name on both Scotties and song popping in my head. It's very distracting.
Where do these bees come from?
And so I died.
Giant rats? It's like the start of every bad adventure tale my grandfather used to tell. Your hound must have chased them in through their holes. Looks like he wasn't raiding the larder after all. Those were rats from the Kokari Wilds. Best not to tell Nan. She's upset enough as it is. But seeing as you've got your Mabari well in hand, I'll be on my way. I'm to prepare for the arrival of more of the Isle's men.
Now I'm gonna miss like clues and some certain missions that will make the final battle easier.
There he is, as brazen as you please, licking his chops after helping himself to the roast, no doubt.
What? Rats? Not the large grey ones.
They'll rip you to shreds, they will!
See, now you've gone and scared the servants. I expect those filthy things are dead. Oh, I bet that dog led those rats into there to begin with. Oh, don't even start with the sad eyes. I'm immune to your so-called charms. Here then, take these pork bits and don't say that Nan never gives you anything. Bloody dog. Thank you, my lady. Now we can get to work. That's right, you two. Quit standing about.
If we had the skill up, we could probably check to see what was in that door. Also, there's a point in the game where you gotta get the family sword, so I'm trying not to miss that. We're actually gonna save just in case it like crashes. Because it doesn't have an auto save until you like go into another section of the game. You get the dog early. If you don't get the dog early, you get it later in the game. Pantaloons. Pantaloons. Sorry, I don't know why pantaloons were so funny to me. Pantaloons. Sorry.
Good evening, my lady.
Yo, this session right here is full of side content, so we're gonna be here a minute.
Hello, my dear girl. By chance, I am beginning to teach these young squires about your family's history.
Do we have to? History is boring.
Boys, you are referring to the Couslands, the very family in whose castle you live. Show some respect. If the mind is not exercised, it withers just as the body does. Perhaps you'd care to join me in teaching the lesson?
Tell me about it. I've been at a high school for like 10 years, and I don't remember jack shit about anything they taught me in the classes.
Wonderful. Oh, the Cousland history is long indeed. Where shall we start? Records are vague, but the Couslands became Tierns during the Black Age. Is that familiar, child?
So, that's good.
Every day I pray to the Maker that my lessons will stick, and every day he tasks me anew. At that time, your family held only the minor title of Ban. When the werewolves reached this area, Ban Mather Cousland organized a curfew and patrols within the city. Several other local bands supported his efforts by swearing oaths of fealty, making him their Tyrn. Well, I'm glad some of my lessons don't disappear into that yawning chasm between your ears, young lady. If I were truly a skilled tutor, I suspect I would not encounter such insouciance amongst my pupils. You can look that up later. At any rate, your family has held the Tyrnir of High Ever since before King Calenhad united Ferelden. In fact, Tyrna Elethea Cousland battled Calenhad to maintain High Ever's independence. The Couslands are ardent royalists now, but at that time, Calenhad was unknown and considered dangerous by many. When Calenhad's army reached High Ever, Tyrna Elethea led the local bands against him. Obviously, Calenhad won. Calenhad wished to unite Ferelden, not conquer it. After Elethea's men were defeated, Calenhad asked her to swear fealty.
Yes, I am padding this for time, by the way.
The boulder where they held council still stands today as a memorial of that event. The history between the Couslands and the House reaches back to the Orlesian occupation. During your grandfather's rule, of course, Orlais found it difficult to hold these lands. During the rebellion against Orlais, several battles were fought near High Ever. The port village of Harper's Ford was the Tyrnir's center. Its Jarl was Tarleton Howe. Though nearly 90, he was still as sharp and bitter as cheap ale. Your grandfather openly supported the rebellion, but Howe sided with Orlais. Your family was forced to seize Harper's Ford before it was all over. Your grandfather couldn't afford to lose Harper's Ford. In keeping the town, your family drove Orlais from its lands. The Howes eventually joined the rebellion, when all of Ferelden united behind King Merrick and General Loghain, just as now we united behind Merrick's son, King Cailan, to fight the Darkspawn. Thank you for indulging an old man.
Does that mean we have to listen to you now?
Silence! I will not have you two becoming smart-mouthed hooligans. Perhaps you should go. I doubt they need any more distraction. I'm just going to settle in here and apparently just talk to myself rather than myself all this one.
Good evening, my lady.
Okay, let's see. Go check the map again.
Good evening, my lady.
And my dear Bryce bought this back from Orlais last year. The Marquis who gave it to him was drunk, I understand, and mistook Bryce for the king. Ah, here is my lovely daughter. I take it by the presence of that troublesome hound of yours that the situation in the kitchen is handled? You've always had a way with her. Darling, you remember Lady Landra, Ban Lawrence's wife?
I think we last met at your mother's spring salon.
What was I saying? I don't know if this was modded in, but if this was a mod or something, but you can actually sleep with her. Not the mother, that would be weird. For the dude, the woman can't do that. The female man. Words are hard. Female character can't do that.
You're too kind, dear girl. Didn't I spend half the salon trying to convince you to marry my son?
And made a very poor case for it, I might add.
You remember my son, Dyron. He's not married yet either.
Don't listen to her. It's good to see you again, milady. You're looking as beautiful as ever.
And this is my lady-in-waiting, Iona. Do say something, dear.
It is a great pleasure, my lady. You are as pretty as your mother describes.
And she says that after seeing you whacking stuffed men in the courtyard, sweating like a mule.
Your daughter's prowess with the blade is most impressive.
I was quite the battle maiden myself in my day. But I think it was the softer arts that helped me land a husband. All evidence to the contrary.
I think perhaps I shall rest now, my dear. Dyron, I will see you and Iona at supper.
Perhaps we'll retire to the study for now.
Good evening, your ladyship.
I couldn't find her at the place.
You should say goodbye to Fergus while you have the chance. Yes, your father mentioned that. You haven't got it into your head that you want to be recruited. There's enough here at the castle to occupy you. I don't need you off chasing danger like your brother. If he's not out with his men, probably upstairs with Oriana. I know it's difficult to stay in the castle and watch others ride off, but we must see to our duties first. You understand that, don't you? Trust me, you'll get your chance for excitement soon enough. If he's not out with his men, probably upstairs with Oriana. As do I. Your father and brother are marching off to fight Maker knows what. All the assurances in the world don't comfort me, but it wouldn't help for us to take up arms and follow. Fergus and your father have their duty and we have ours. If he's not out with his men, probably upstairs with Oriana. For a few days. Then I'll travel with Lady Landra to her estate and keep her company for a time. Your father thinks my presence here might undermine your authority. Don't worry, my dear. It won't be long.
Oh, come on, game. You don't have to hammer this.
If he's not out with his men, probably upstairs with Oriana.
I know what's going to happen, and it's still...
I love you, my darling girl. You know that, don't you? Go do what you must, then. I will see you soon.
Okay, let's see. You can find those other two.
No. Sadly not. It cannot be.
We're actually gonna find those other two first and talk to them.
No.
They said they were in the study.
That is a wonderful dog. He seems very noble and intelligent. Greetings
Good
once
dog,
again,
though.
my lady. My lady is very kind. Thank you. Lady Landra has been very good to me. I am lucky. If I may, I see that you have no ladies in waiting. Is this usual for a noblewoman of your rank? You are very kind, my lady. I am nobody special. You make me blush. Aren't we doing just that? What else did you have in mind? I see. I think I might like that. If I come to your door once everyone is asleep, would that be agreeable, my lady? Until tonight, then.
You guys know I had to.
Hello again. Your castle study is
I'm
wonderful.
a degenerate, even
Might
though
I ask whose collection
what's about
this
to
is?
happen.
So would I. Do you have a favorite book? Good choice. Timaeus' theory on the nature of dragons and how they connect to Darkspawn is quite intriguing. Yes, though I don't know when. I will leave when your father does. I'll ride as his second. Glorified squire,
You can't
more or
have them
less.
both, by the way.
I'll
You
care
can't
for
have
his
them,
horse
one
and
out.
armor and such. It's quite an honor. I hope so. I admit to trepidation about facing Darkspawn, but I can't imagine an opponent more worthy of defeat. Unlike you, I am no child of a great house. If I can rise within the ranks of your father's service, it is more than I could normally hope for. I'm a bit surprised that you're not riding alongside your brother. Is that disappointing? If you're interested, I shall record what I can during the battle. My writing skills may be lacking, but I hope to convey a true sense of the warrior's experience. Writing such an important work is one of my ambitions. No more than anyone else. Is it true there is one here in the castle? Have you met him? I'd join the Grey Wardens in a heartbeat. Can you imagine destroying the Darkspawn forever, becoming a hero? But I'd never gain a Grey Warden's notice. I'll have to be happy under your father's command. I don't actually know you that well, milady. You're beautiful, capable, but beyond that, a bit of a mystery to me. Everyone says you're more likely to succeed the Tarn than your brother is, that the Cousland line has never been stronger. I don't know about here, but outside your castle, people discuss your family a great deal. Some say your father should have been king instead of Cailan. But it is just talk, I think, born of affection for your father. Of course, milady. I am sure you have much to do yet.
I feel bad for her, though, for what's about to happen.
Is there really going to be a war, Papa? Will you bring me back a
Oh yeah, the child acting.
That sword, Oren.
Child.
I'll get you the mightiest one I can find, I promise. I'll be
Voice
back
acting
before
for the
you know
kids.
it.
I wish victory was indeed so certain. My heart is disquiet.
Don't frighten the boy, love. I speak the truth. And here's my little sister to see me off. Now dry your eyes, love, and wish me well. When there's a man in your life, you'll understand.
Oh, I'm sorry. That was fucking up. I forgot that this conversation is abrupt.
One day you'll meet someone who can handle you. Mark my words. If it's any consolation, I'm sure I'll freeze in the southern rain and be completely jealous of you up here, warm and safe.
I am positively thrilled that you would be so miserable, husband.
I wish you could come. It'll be tiring killing all those Darkspawn myself.
In Antiva, a woman fighting in battle would be unthinkable.
Is that so? I always heard Antivan women were quite dangerous.
With kindness and poison only, my husband.
This from the woman who serves me my tea.
Really? Was he riding a griffin?
Shh, Orin. Griffins only exist in stories now.
I'd heard that. Did he say why he's come? Oh, if I were a Grey Warden, little sister, I'd have my eye on you. Not that Father would ever allow it. Word from the south is that the battles have gone well. There's no evidence that this is a true blight, just a large raid.
Could that be true?
I'll see for myself soon enough. Pray for me, love, and I'll be back within a month or two. Then the Arl's men are delayed. You'd think his men were all walking backwards. Well, I'd better get underway. So many Darkspawn to behead, so little time. Off we go then. I'll see you soon, my love.
I would hope, dear boy, that you plan to wait for us before taking your leave.
Be well, my son. I will pray for your safety every day you are gone.
The Maker sustain and preserve us all. Watch over our sons, husbands and fathers, and bring them safely back to us.
And bring us some ale and wenches while you're at it. For the men, of course.
Fergus, you would say this in front of your mother?
What's a wench? Is that what you pull on to get the bucket out of the well?
A wench is a woman that pours the ale in a tavern, Orin. Or a woman who drinks a lot of ale.
Bryce, Maker's breath. It's like living with a pair of small boys. Thankfully, I have a daughter.
I'll miss you, mother dear. You'll take care of her, sister, won't you? It's true. They should be sending her, not me. She would scold those Darkspawn back into the deep roads.
Well, I'm glad you find this so funny.
Enough, enough. Pup, you'll want to get an early night. You've much to do tomorrow.
Oh yeah, so anyway, I show at WrestleMania, I show Schmeat got RKO'd by Randy Orton. Yeah. And here we go.
Your hound is making so much noise. He seems so angry. I thought I heard yelling when I woke up, but now I hear nothing.
You don't hear yelling?
I'm gonna see if someone's in the hall.
I wouldn't do that if I were you. I love how you instantly get your clothing back
Dear
on, too.
me, what's all the fuss? Well, all right.
Get him!
Of course.
Don't bleed for this.
And so I shall. Lovely.
And her body just turned in. Oh, okay. I thought it disappeared. Rest in peace. I hardly knew you. We had fun together, though. Why would the dirty pair of pantaloons need to be pantaloons?
Couldn't we all just get along? No, as you deserve.
So this is supposed to be music here.
Of course.
You'll bleed for this.
Darling, I heard fighting outside and I feared the worst. Are you hurt? What? The elven girl? But why? Her scream woke me up. There were men in the hall, so I barred the door. Did you see their shields? Those are Hal's men. Why would they attack us? You don't think Hal's men were delayed? On purpose? That bastard. I'll cut his lying throat myself. Have you seen your father? He never came to bed. We must find him. I am no Orlesian wallflower. Give me a sword and I'll use it. Now let's go. No! My little Oren. What manner of fiend slaughters innocents? Oh, I'll remember this day when Hal dies screaming like the dog he is. Oh, poor Fergus. Let's go. I don't want to see this.
This is a cutscene you can actually miss if you walk past his room. That's our room. It's right there.
Perhaps we can salvage some things here, darling. Some of your father's belongings are in that trunk.
We get some dialogue here also, so that's fun. Don't have the keys for that.
My, they're awesome.
I'm gonna rip you a new one. We'll see when I'm bleeding.
Yeah, there's music. There's supposed to be music here. Where the fuck it went? The music just disappeared.
Oh, dear Landra. I'm so sorry. If she hadn't come to me, if she hadn't been here.
Yeah, that other scene might have been modded in the game. My fault. Okay, check the body for health potions. Health potions are red potions. Are these red potions right here? We're gonna auto level up some of these characters. Okay, you're gonna want to get something that she'll tell you about.
Can you hear the fighting? Hal's men must be everywhere. Don't be foolish. You would throw your life away? The front gates. That's where your father must be. I have my treasury key. We could go there first and take the Cousland sword from the vault. If anything is worth fighting to keep out of Hal's hands, it's that sword. But it may be a dangerous path. Howe's men are inside, they must already control the castle. We must use the servants' entry in the larder to escape. Do you hear me? Then let us be swift.
Okay, you're gonna want to get the sword first. The sword will come in very handy for near the end of the game. Okay, I'm gonna give you a lesson for this game. Do not sell the sword or shield. Do not. Trust me.
The castle has fallen! I'm getting out of here! Yes, my lady! Here they come!
Okay, you persuaded him to stay and fight.
As you desire.
Oh, blast you!
Lady, you want to end your days in a cell?
As you desire.
Oh, blast you!
Hold up. Phone. Sorry. I always get a call when I'm doing something.
Get moving!
And so I shall. Delightful.
Keep your wits about.
Get along. No.
Some of these doors can't be open.
Good day to you.
I'll cut you down!
As you desire.
We'll see you later.
Oh, blast you!
And so I shall. Of course.
Okay, I'm trying not to go to the main room.
So I shall.
We're getting close to the treasury. The Cousland family blade lies inside. Use that key I gave you. That blade cannot fall into Howe's hands.
All over now.
I don't know if you can find it still by the end of the game.
Where's the Terran? Does he live?
family sword, shield of high ever. And then later you're going to need to go into the and later for one of the fights you're going to have to use bring the Kuzlin sword with you. So I might have to like put it in like an inventory type deal.
My, they're all so as you desire. Well, all right.
To battle! We fight for our home!
My, they're all so
Oh, blast you! We did it!
lovely.
What was the point in that, dude?
Go, man the gate. Keep those bastards out as long as you can. Your ladyship, my lady, you're both alive. I was certain Hal's men had gotten through. When I realized what was happening, it was all I could do to shut the gates. But they won't keep Hal's men out long. If you've another way out of the castle, use it quickly. If I do that, you won't make it out before the gates fall. Please, go while you have the chance. When I last saw the Terran, he'd been badly wounded. I urged him not to go, but he was determined to find you. He went towards the kitchen. I believe he thought to find you at the servants' exit in the larder.
Bless you, Sir Gilmore. Make her watch over you.
Make her watch over us all.
Oh yeah, and also certain doors. Certain doors.
We're under attack! Fall! Blast you!
Together we shall leave this place.
Run! 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 Run!
Run! Run! Well, all right.
This is our home!
Idiot. It's a good thing they can't be attacked or killed. I would have lost my shit. The injury kits you don't need on the easiest difficulty.
And so I shall.
I need to have a word.
Of course.
This whole segment was on music. Did I turn down the music for this game? Hold up. No, the music is up.
How will pay for what he's done?
Don't bleed for this.
And they killed Nan.
There, you both are. I was
Bryce!
wondering when you would get here.
Maker's blood, what's happening? You're bleeding.
Hal's men found me first. Almost did me in right there. I won't survive the standing, I think. Ah, my darling girl.
There's supposed to be music here. It's ruining the moment.
Make it so.
Once Howe's men break through the gate, they will find us. We must go.
Someone must reach Fergus. Tell him what has happened.
Bryce, no. The servant's passage is right here. We can flee together, find you healing magic.
The castle is surrounded. I cannot make it.
I'm afraid the Turn is correct. Howe's men have not yet discovered this exit, but they surround the castle. Getting past will be difficult.
You are Duncan, then? The Grey Warden?
Yes, your ladyship. The Turn and I tried to reach you sooner.
My daughter helped me get here. Make her be praised.
I am not surprised.
Ugh.
I fear your thanks are premature. I doubt I have saved him.
Whatever is to be done now, it must be quick. They are coming.
Duncan, I beg you. Take my wife and daughter to safety.
I will, your lordship. But I fear I must ask for something in return.
Anything.
What is happening here pales in comparison to the evil now loose in this world. I came to your castle seeking a recruit. The Darkspawn threat demands that I leave with one.
I understand.
You fought your way to me through Howe's men. I think the Maker's intention is clear. I will take the Tyrna and your daughter to Ostagar to tell Fergus and the king what happened. Then your daughter joins the Grey Wardens.
So long as justice comes to Howe. I agree.
Then I offer you a place within the Grey Wardens. Fight with us. We must leave quickly then.
Bryce, are you sure?
Our daughter will not die of Howe's treachery. She will live and make her mark on the world.
Darling, go with Duncan. You have a better chance to escape without me.
Eleanor.
Hush, Bryce. I'll kill every bastard that comes through that door to buy them time. But I won't abandon you. Then live, darling. Become a Grey Warden and do what is right.
I'm so sorry it's come to this, my love.
We had a good life and did all we could. It's up to our children now.
Then go, pup. Warn your brother. Know that we love you both. You do us proud.
They've broken through the gates. We must go now.
Goodbye, darling.
We will be traveling south through the hinterlands to the ruin of Ostagar, on the edges of the Korcari Wilds. The Tevinter Imperium built Ostagar long ago to prevent the Wilders from invading the northern lowlands. It's fitting we make our stand here, even if we face a different foe within that forest. The King's forces have clashed with the Darkspawn several times, but here is where the bulk of the Horde will show itself. There are only a few Grey Wardens within Ferelden at the moment, but all of us are here. This blight must be stopped, here and now. If it spreads to the north, Ferelden will fall.
Ho there, Duncan.
King Cailan. I didn't expect a
royal welcome? I was beginning to worry you'd miss all the fun.
Not if I could help it, Your Majesty.
Then I'll have the mighty Duncan at my side in battle after all. Glorious. The other wardens told me you'd found a promising recruit. I take it this is she?
Allow me to introduce you, Your Majesty.
No need, Duncan. You are Bryce's youngest, are you not? I don't think we've ever actually met. Your brother has already arrived with Highever's men, but we are still awaiting your father. Dead? What do you mean? Duncan, do you know anything about this?
Terran Cousland and his wife are dead, Your Majesty. Arl Howe has shown himself a traitor and overtaken Highever Castle. Had we not escaped, he would have killed us and told you any story he wished.
I can scarcely believe it. Well, how could he think he could get away with such treachery? As soon as we are done here, I will turn my army north and bring Howe to justice. You have my word. No doubt you wish to see your brother. Unfortunately, he and his men are scouting in the wilds.
Yep, that scene in the beginning, that's the last time we're going to see our brother for, like, until the end of the game. So, yeah.
Of that, I have no doubt. You will see him again once the battle is over, I am certain. I apologize, but there's nothing more I can do. All I can suggest is that you vent your grief against the Darkspawn for the time being. I'm sorry to cut this short, but I should return to my tent. Loghain waits eagerly to bore me with his strategies.
Your uncle sends his greetings and reminds you that Redcliffe forces could be here in less than a week.
Ha! Eamon just wants in on the glory. We've won 3 battles against these monsters, and tomorrow should be no different.
Talk to Loghain, but you need, like, your skill up. I forgot which skill it was to talk to him, so you can talk to him.
Overconfident, some would say. Right, Duncan?
Your Majesty, I'm not certain the Blight can be ended quite as quickly as you might wish.
I'm not even sure this is a true Blight. There are plenty of Darkspawn on the field, but alas, we've seen no sign of an archdemon.
Disappointed, Your Majesty?
I'd hoped for a war like in the Tales. A king riding with the fabled Grey Wardens against a tainted god. But I suppose this will have to do. I must go before Loghain sends out a search party. Farewell, Grey Wardens.
What the king said is true. They've won several battles against the Darkspawn here. True. Despite the victories so far, the Darkspawn horde grows larger with each passing day. By now, they look to outnumber us. I know there is an archdemon behind this, but I cannot ask the king to act solely on my feeling. Wait for reinforcements. We sent a call out west to the Grey Wardens of Orlais, but it will be many days before they can join us. Our numbers in Ferelden are too few. We must do what we can and look to Teyrn Loghain to make up the difference. To that end, we should proceed with the joining ritual without delay. Feel free to explore the camp here as you wish. All I ask is that you do not leave it for the time being. There is another Grey Warden in the camp by the name of Alistair. When you're ready, seek him out and tell him it's time to summon the other recruits. Your hound can stay with me while I attend to some business. The Grey Warden tent is on the other side of this bridge. You will find us
play
there
for
should
another
you need
30
to.
minutes. I'm gonna save these skill points. See if I can talk to Logain first.
Hail, you must be the Grey Warden recruit that Duncan brought.
See, I probably screwed up with the leveling because I don't think I could talk to Logain, but we'll try. I'm gonna cheat the system and actually load it back up.
You approach the tent of Tairn Logain. State your business. How can you not know of Logain? He helped free Ferelden. He was the brains behind King Maric's armies and drove out those damned Orlesians. King Maric rewarded him by making him a Tairn. Can you imagine?
Actually,
a commoner became a high nobleman just like that. Without Logain, you can bet the king wouldn't be winning against these Darkspawn.
Noble, I can actually talk to him without that.
He's inside, but I don't think it's my place to discuss his activity.
Oh, okay, yeah, we do.
Don't be absurd. He can't give an audience to everyone who walks up here, you know?
Okay, yeah. Okay, so we don't need it. If I was playing with any other person but the noble, then I wouldn't be able to talk to him. I would have to persuade him.
I didn't know. Hold on, I'll get him.
Yes, what is it? Oh, you're Duncan's new Grey Warden, I assume. Cailan's fascination with the Wardens goes beyond the ordinary. Are you aware his father brought your order back to Ferelden? The Wardens are impressive, but not as relevant as Cailan thinks. You look familiar. Have I seen you at the Landsmeet? The King told me of his promise. I'm certain he has every intention of following it through. I don't suppose you'll be riding into the thick of battle with the rest of your fellows, will you? Here for the glory, huh? Fair enough. Now I must return to my task. Pray that our king proves amenable to wisdom, if you're the praying sort. He is Maric's son, the leader of my beloved Ferelden, and a very young man. I try to keep that in mind, as should you.
Okay, if I was anyone else but the noble, then I would have to persuade him or lie. So, yeah.
Greetings. King Cailan is not in his tent right now? I suppose I do, but it wouldn't be prudent to discuss the king's business with you. I believe he's with the Grey Wardens in camp, drinking. He holds them in high regard, you know, as his father did. As you wish.
Yeah, I don't really care about this conversation piece right there.
We stand here in this hour, good folk of Ferelden, and we contemplate death. Should it find you, you will not have failed your king. You will have served him. Die in this battle.
Look carefully, men. This wretched thing is a Darkspawn. They're strong and cunning and smart, but don't listen to those old wives' tales. They can be killed.
This is supposed to be the battle that sends these Darkspawn back underground. Can you believe that?
Touch it.
I'm trying to remember if there was like a story bit I can do here.
I shall not be left to... Blessed art thou who exists in the sight of the Maker. Blessed are the peacekeepers, the champions of the just.
The last scouting party made it back last night. Barely.
What do you mean?
Only 2 of them made it, and one was minus a leg. Said they encountered some darkspawn that was 10 feet tall, with horns as long as your arm. The injured one died last night. They said his blood was already turning black.
Maker's breath. Where are they all coming from?
Okay, there is nothing here of importance.
There are lots of darkspawn, different kinds. We're getting reports of things we've never even heard.
Maker above, hear the prayers of your sons and daughters. We who betrayed your prophet Andraste now beg your forgiveness. Do not abandon us in our darkest hour.
There we go.
Greetings, young lady. You are Duncan's newest recruit, are you not? He's not a man easily impressed. You should be proud. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Wynne, one of the mages summoned by the king. Well met, and good luck to you on the battlefield. To us all, in fact. The king must always seem confident. His behavior affects the troops' morale. He does seem to find his enthusiasm easily, though. Reminds me of a puppy. And I say that with both respect and affection. He is a fine man. To defeat the Darkspawn, we have to work together. It's not an idea everyone seems able to grasp. Stragglers, yes. Not the vast horde the scouts speak of.
Later on
I wonder, how much do you know of the connection between Darkspawn and the Fade? Anytime your spirit leaves your earthly body, whether it's to dream or to die, it passes into the realm we call the Fade. It's home to many spirits, some benevolent, others far less so. At the heart of the Fade lies the Black City. Some say the Black City was once the seat of the Maker. But when the mages from the Tevinter Imperium found a way into the city, it was tainted with their sin. That taint transformed those men, turning them into twisted reflections of their own hearts. And the Maker cast them back to the Earth, where they became the first Darkspawn. At least that's what the Chant of Light says. It may be allegory, meant to teach us that our own evil causes human suffering. Or it may be true. It is as good an explanation as any for now. Advice? Never. You young ones know all there is to know about the world anyway. Why would you need advice from an elder? But I'm certain Duncan has more for you to do than talk to me.
Watch over Terran Loghain and give him
Oh shit, I'm sorry, I got distracted. I didn't read what she was talking about. God damn it. Okay, let's go see what Anders is. Oh, fuck, I called them Anders.
Any last wishes I can help fulfill before you head into battle?
Welcome, young woman. I am one of the Tranquil, my friend. I am of the Circle of Magi. But instead of casting spells and reading tomes, I spend my time enchanting. It is a time-consuming process, but invaluable. Enchantment provides the Circle its wealth. Certainly we would not get by on charity.
Kind of tired. Kind of hard for me to keep my eyes open, but I'm almost done. Got about like 20 minutes.
Allow me to put it this way. Do you know why those with magical talent are feared? It is dangerous beyond its power. Those with magical talent attract demons and spirits. We can be possessed easily and thus become horrors known as abominations. Even those with minor talents attract hungry spirits. Anyone with the power may learn blood magic from these demons. Hence, we are considered dangerous. This is our curse. Thus, I was made tranquil, stripped of emotions and talent. I am no longer dangerous.
Damn, that's depressing.
It might seem such to you, but I feel no horror. I am content to serve in my role. Our forehead is branded with magic, which stills our talent and mind. The process is irreversible as far as I am aware. You do? I feel nothing. As the name suggests, my existence is quite peaceful. I am alive, productive, and no danger to anyone. Surely that is not a terrible thing. Perhaps we may speak of something else. Do you need assistance? It is the practice of folding magical lyrium into items first practiced by the dwarves. The Tranquil have learned their runes, and we use them to apply a variety of magical effects. We create the glow lights, as well as the magic staff or the flaming blade. The irony, perhaps, is that it is our very disconnection to our former talents that allows the Tranquil to work with lyrium so. A true mage could not. Runes exist that hold the power of the elements that increase strength or swiftness. Almost any spell can be given permanency, given enough skill and lyrium. Naturally, the greater the power required, the more expensive the rune will become to create. True power comes with a price, as we know only too well. Goodbye.
That pretty face could be decorating some darkspawn spear this time tomorrow. Shall I take that quiet glare as a no? Oh, well, too bad.
See, there was a side quest here with a dude hanging in a cage.
In their pride, the mages of the ancient
that trapped in a cage that I don't remember where it is. We're gonna look for that for a minute. Fuck it.
In the name
It's
of Andraste,
inconsequential. We just get like a key anyway.
Find favor in the Maker's eyes. So let it be. Ah, I suspect you are one of the new Grey Wardens. Will you accept the Maker's blessing? Then I bless you, Grey Warden, in the name of Andraste.
Oh fuck! I didn't mean to skip. God damn it! I pressed X by accident. Oh, there we go.
Huh. Someone finally comes and talks to the lone prisoner. I don't suppose you've come to sentence me. I don't suppose you have a bit of kindness in you. All I want is food and water. They haven't fed me since I was locked up and I'm starving. I expect nobody thought of it with all the battles and such. Just ask my guard for his. He's still got some dinner. I saw him put it in his coat.
Yeah, when I'm not, I'll have like a skill points situated to where they need to be for this to work. Because I can't remember if it was probably cunning. Oh, you're gonna need to fill up strength sometimes too.
Lucky dog. You Grey Wardens get to ride with the king while I'm left with the drudgery of guarding this deserter. They should have just hanged him. Put his head on a pike as an example. They say he was recruited before the war up in Dinnerham. Probably figured he'd never have to fight if he served the king, right? Why does anyone want to desert? Because he thinks he's going to die and he's a bloody coward, that's why. Either that or he's been listening to a bunch of hogwash about how the Darkspawn will drag you off and eat you. I can't just let him go, can I? The army will figure out what to do with him. Probably just waiting for someone important to make a decision. Then they'll hang him, I expect. And I can go and do something else. Don't expect it was an enlightening conversation. Did he now? Since nobody sends me nothing to feed him with, the only way we'll get that is if I give him mine. All right, all right. I guess the poor fella could stand to have one meal in his belly before he hangs. Don't know why you care. I had nothing to do with it, though. If anyone asks why he's burping, I'm gonna say it was you. Just so you know.
Gee, that was magnanimous. Thank you. I don't know what magnanimous means. I heard it in Grand Theft Auto 5.
So? Brought me some food, have you? I'm so hungry I could faint dead away. I'm a deserter, or so they think. I bet there's no arguing them out of it, though. Armies are funny that way. I wasn't deserting. But when you catch someone sneaking around camp in the middle of the night, what else are you gonna think? Does it matter? All I want is a bit of food and water. Oh, I would have deserted eventually. Just not then. I was stealing, not sneaking out of the camp. I got one of those wizards drunk and took his key.
Gonna desert then.
It belongs to a chest they got here, full of magical treasures. In fact, I still have it. I can't use it from here.
but I'd trade you for some food and water. I swallowed it, but it's come back into my possession since then, so to speak. Much obliged. May Andraste herself rain blessings upon you. And, as I mentioned, here's the key. Use it in good health, huh?
I actually don't know where this, wait. Does it show me? Oh shit, it does. How did I not notice this before?
That course of action is inadvisable. That course of action is
What?
That course of action is inadvisable.
Oh, is this something I gotta come back to later?
Welcome, young woman. Goodbye.
Yeah, this is probably something I have to come back to later, unless it glitched me out of it, but screw it.
What is it now? Haven't Grey Wardens asked more than enough of the circle?
I simply came to deliver a message from the revered mother, Sir Mage. She desires your presence.
What her reverence desires is of no concern to me. I am busy helping the Grey Wardens, by the King's orders, I might add.
Should I have asked her to write a note?
Tell her I will not be harassed in this manner.
Yes, I was harassing you by delivering a message.
Your glibness does you no credit.
Here I thought we were getting along so well. I was even going to name one of my children after you. The Grumpy One.
Enough. I will speak to the woman if I must. Get out of my way, fool.
You know, one good thing about the Blight is how it brings people together. Oh, nothing. Just trying to find a bright side to all this. Wait, we haven't met, have we? I don't suppose you happen to be another mage? And that makes you Duncan's new recruit, I suppose. Glad to meet you. As the junior member of the Order, I'll be accompanying you when you prepare for the joining. Right, that was the name. You know, it just occurred to me that there have never been many women in the Grey Wardens. I wonder why that is. Would that be so terrible? Not that I'm some drooling lecher or anything. Please stop looking at me like that. So I'm curious. Have you ever actually encountered Darkspawn before? When I fought my first one, I wasn't prepared for how monstrous it was. I can't say I'm looking forward to encountering another. Anyhow, whenever you're ready, let's get back to Duncan. I imagine he's eager to get things started. With the mage, the Circle is here at the King's request, and the Chantry doesn't like that one bit. They just love letting mages know how unwelcome they are, which puts me in a bit of an awkward position. I was once a Templar. I'm sure the revered mother meant it as an insult, sending me as her messenger, and the mage picked right up on that. I never would have agreed to deliver it, but Duncan says we're all to cooperate and get along. Apparently they didn't get the same speech. Davith and Sir Jory are here in the camp. Have you met them? Keep an eye out. Maybe we'll see one of them. You do? Huh. That's a switch. If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, lead on.
Let's see. You can actually find them. Oh,
well,
Davith.
You're not what I thought you'd be. The name's Davith. It's about bloody time you came along. I was beginning to think they'd cooked this ritual up just for our benefit. I happened to be sneaking around camp last night, see, and I heard a couple of Grey Wardens talking. So, I listened in for a bit. I'm thinking they plan to send us into the wilds. It's all too secretive for me. Makes my nose twitch. I guess we'll have to wait and see. Like we have a choice. You sound just like the bloody knight. Well, more power to you. Anyway, I expect it's time to get back to Duncan. That's where I'll be if you need me for anything.
Okay, where's... Okay, he was here.
Greetings.
Jory,
you must be the third recruit we've heard about. Sir Jory is my name. I hail from Redcliffe, where I served as knight under the command of Arl Eamon. I was not aware they permitted women to join the Grey Wardens. None of those I've seen thus far have been. You obviously impressed Duncan, and that's enough for me. I hope we're both lucky enough to eventually join the Wardens. Is it not thrilling to be given that chance? I would be lying if I said I wasn't. As a boy, my mother told us Darkspawn hunted down all children who misbehaved. It is a foolish superstition, I know, but I still shiver when I think of fighting them. Tell me, has anyone told you what this joining ritual entails? I never heard of such a ritual. I had no idea there were more tests after getting recruited. I suppose since you're finally here, I'd best get back to Duncan. I shall see you there.
Okay, now we can go back to Duncan.
You may not want to remain here long, Warden. Most of these men have been
Okay, we're gonna talk to Duncan, finish the conversation with him, and then I'm gonna end the stream for the night. My eyes are like tired right now.
You found Alistair, did you? Good. I'll assume you're ready to begin preparations. Assuming, of course, that you're quite finished riling up mages, Alistair.
What can I say? The revered mother ambushed me. The way she wields guilt, they should stick her in the army.
She forced you to sass the mage, did she? We cannot afford to antagonize anyone, Alistair. We don't need to give anyone more ammunition against us.
You're right, Duncan. I apologize.
Now then, since you're all here, we can begin. You four will be heading into the Korcari Wilds to perform 2 tasks. The first is to obtain 3 vials of Darkspawn blood, 1 for each recruit. For the joining itself, I'll explain more once you've returned. You weren't recruited out of charity. All 3 of you are skilled and resourceful. Alistair is the most junior member of our order and will accompany you as is tradition. Do not worry. I doubt you will need to go far into the wilds to find what you seek. Without a doubt. Darkspawn aren't renowned for their willingness to offer up their blood. There was once a Grey Warden archive in the wilds, abandoned long ago when we could no longer afford to maintain such remote outposts. It has recently come to our attention that some scrolls have been left behind, magically sealed to protect them. Alistair, I want you to retrieve these scrolls if you can. Old treaties, if you're curious. Promises of support made to the Grey Wardens long ago. They were once considered only formalities. With so many having forgotten their commitments to us, I suspect it may be a good idea to have something to remind them with. It's possible the scrolls may have been destroyed or even stolen, though the seal's magic should have protected them. Only a Grey Warden can break such a seal.
I don't understand. Why leave such things in a ruin if they're so valuable?
It was assumed that we would someday return. A great many things were assumed that have not held true. No, but the effort must be made. I have every confidence you are up to the task.
Okay.
It will be an overgrown ruin by now, but the sealed chest should remain intact. Alistair will guide you to the area you need to search. Watch over your charges, Alistair. Return quickly and safely.
We will.
Then may the Maker watch over your path. I will see you when you return.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna end this here, actually. Sorry, this wasn't... We didn't get to the meat and potatoes of the game, but we will. So, yeah. As always, this will be exported to YouTube the following day and restreamed to YouTube at around 10 o'clock. So we'll get some more of the game. We're going to be doing a few side quests because some of the side quests tie into the best ending of the game. I don't normally do that, but we're going to do it this time. Next time we go into the Kakari Wild, next time I play this, we're going to the Kakari Wilds and meet my waifu, my wife, Morrigan, there we go. But yeah, that's pretty much it for tonight. If you're watching on Twitch, leave a follow. If you're watching on YouTube, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, tell me what you think of the gameplay and all that good shit. Good morning, good afternoon, good night, whatever time of day it is for y'all chooms. I'm out. Peace.